I'm editing the video with the announcement of the winners and the showcase for the animation challenge, and there's something that's really bothering me that's in the footage. This footage is really irking me, and I know what you're thinking. It looks fine, you're just this smiley presenter-y looking guy. Yeah, well, that's what you think at first until you realize you can see something. What is this? What is this? Ah! It's in the whole video. It's through the whole video. I don't even know, is it beef jerky? I think it's beef jerky. Curse my addiction to beef jerky! Fortunately, I don't wide teeth smile much in the video. I just sort of generally upper lip slightly lower on my teeth smile through much of the video. Gotta remind myself to do that cosmetic check every time I film. Oh god. I find myself doing this the whole time while I'm editing. It's really irking me. Alright, it's officially out. The news of the winner and runner-up and all that stuff. So go click the link in the description and find out who won a spooky dance party animation competition. By the way, amidst editing and putting all that together, I learnt an editing feature that I haven't known about or used ever. And I feel foolish even saying this because I've edited every day for the last 6 or 7 years or so, and I only just learnt about adjustment layers. For those of you who are stupid like I was a few hours ago, basically what I used to do is have a sequence with all the raw editing applied to it, and then inside that it's uncut but doesn't have any filters. And I used to do all the editing and then go inside the sequence and apply all of my color variations and tweaks to this. Sometimes it would bug out a little bit. This is only a half an hour or so long raw recording, but if I have a long photo shoot and it's in 4K and I have like a 4-hour long video, the Pass-Bar 2 videos for example, got really heavily laggy when I just tried to go in here just to apply and make changes. Anyway, the thing I learnt, this adjustment layer thing, is this. This is an adjustment layer. You make it by going into the what is it called? The project window, and down here you click new and you go adjustment layer, and it just shows up in your, where is it? In here, like that, and you just click and drag it across like that and stretch it out over the area you want to make your changes to. But basically anything underneath the adjustment layer is affected by what you apply to the adjustment layer, and you can apply all of your lighting stuff to the adjustment layer as if it were the raw clip. So why is this cool? Well, aside from the fact that, you know, you can see me switch these off and all the color go back to the raw look, it's changing weirdly because I'm filming with my phone, so you can't really see the full impact of it. But one of the major reasons I'm in love with this now is the fact that it's just like, obviously you can just switch it on and off and just see the color changes applied instantly. But also it doesn't deal with a lag in the same way because you just have your adjustment layer and it's only applying it to the stuff you've edited or that's in the immediate sequence the adjustment layer's in. Anyway, I feel stupid for not having known that. I pride myself on being a very efficient editor and working really hard to like get lots and lots done because I make lots and lots of videos all the time, and that feels like a pretty basic thing I didn't know about. So that's really cool. I'm glad I know that. Before I move on to the question of the day and wrap up today, I want to ask you guys a question. What are some tips and tricks that you either were embarrassed to not know for a huge amount of time and only learned recently, or is a tip or trick that you think I may not know and may be served by or improved by? I'm interested to know your thoughts. Oh, you can also move the adjustment layer. So I can drag this over to the right here and you can see the video sort of gets halved and halved. It doesn't look great because my phone's making the right side look more blown out than it actually is, but the raw footage is much more muddy. It's hard to show because it's not being very clear, but it's cool, okay? So I'm going to wrap up with the question of the day, which I'll take from Iris Corsack, who says, do you have any plans on getting back to regular exercise? Before I burnt out a couple of weeks ago, like for the months prior, many of you will remember the Jake Paul push-up era of my fitness endeavors, or my getting back to a healthy body weight endeavors. that sort of ended up fading away just due to time constraints, and unfortunately one of the reasons my burnout was amplified was because I kind of was semi-starving myself instead of going to the gym, which isn't great and didn't serve me well. I'll talk more about that in the content I alluded to yesterday that I'll be making next week. I didn't go over the top or anything, but I wasn't eating very much because I was trying to lose weight. Anyways, in answer to your question, yes, and I hope to do so, but with a different mentality. I actually went to the gym on Monday, and I plan on going at least a couple of times a week when I get the time, and just to make sure that I have time a couple of weeks to do something like that. Because it makes me feel good. Because when I go and I'm not forcing myself to go, or I'm not doing it with a really low self-esteem as a motivator, I feel really good. It makes me feel better. I get endorphins and all that stuff that your body does to actually make you feel like that was the good thing to do. So I want to get back into that, but not for any sort of unfortunate motivation. I want to get back into it because I like it and I want to have time for it. So that'll be good. Anyways, pretty short and sweet vlog today, guys. I'm sort of getting into things pretty slowly, I guess, because having come back, it's just like immediately all this challenge of the month stuff. So I've done all the judging and now finished off the animation challenge. Tomorrow is the launch of the next challenge, which is the art challenge, and then we can move on to different kinds of content and other stuff like that. But it's definitely been a big slog of challenge stuff, and there's still more to come. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.